Hello, hello, hello. Welcome in. Halftime for the Tennessee Titans and the Indianapolis Colts right now. What's the score, guys?
13-0.
13-0. We're getting settled in here. Tailgate Brewery right over Chase's head there. If you're in Chattanooga, Tennessee, coming to you live from this beautiful tap room and brewery here. I've been enjoying, guys. I don't know if you guys have had food here. This orange wheat beer is delicious.
It's the most delicious.
Had some fries, some carne asada fries. How was the pizza, Blake?
Oh, pizza's amazing.
Yeah, so if you've never been here in Chattanooga, if you're passing through, check out Tailgate Brewery, based out of Nashville, but they just recently come here. So as you can hear in the background, we have our Chattanooga Titans fans getting ready for their giveaway here. And in case you're rolling in here, let's just start roasting these Colts, guys. What's sticking out for you first half? Because Andrew Adams, as Blake did predict, no, I'm just kidding, prior to the game, we're sitting here wondering who is Andrew Adams and why are we just seeing him light this up? Probably 4 or 5 tackles right now, pick 6. So, Chase, how you feeling about the Titans today?
Brother, this is better than I expected, to be honest. I thought this was going to be a really close matchup, back and forth. As we predicted the scores earlier, this is a big surprise. I didn't know if they'd shut down the Colts again. But it is special to see this defense do this again to the Colts. So FTC week is rolling strong for Titans fans.
Coming to you straight up. How you feeling, Blake?
So far, so good. I mean, I know that the second half seems to be the curse that we face, but I like everything I've seen so far. We did say that Bud Dupree was going to play a big part in this game, and his pressure has directly led to those turnovers. But Andrew Adams, man. Andrew Adams' breakout game. This is a guy who we signed off the Steelers practice squad after week number 2. He started in place of Amani Hooker in week 4 and has been a reserve since that time. So a lot of people spoke very highly of him, and we just haven't seen anything until today. But not just the pick 6. He's been everywhere. We've seen him in the backfield, pressure, good form tackle. Yeah, I like what I'm seeing.
Love what I'm seeing, especially. Yeah.
What I don't love that I'm seeing, I know, and we did see some packages where Malik Willis is coming in, getting some looks and getting some snaps and things like that. I do enjoy that. I don't love what the offense is doing. It seems pretty lackluster at times. We were just joking. First down, you're getting a pass play that goes immediately into that predictable run play. I want to see some more from Todd Downing. I do like the screen game. I do enjoy as far as what's happening on that side of the ball. Obviously, 13-0, but if that Adams pick doesn't happen, this game's a whole lot closer than we want to talk about because Matty Ice, as Steven Snyder comes up here, I want to let Blake say this if he wants to say it. We've been calling Matty Ice something here a little bit different today, but not playing great, but he is definitely being Matty Ice for sure. I was knocking on wood saying, hey, this team, and Blake corrected me, this team's not known to be a second-half team, but if the Titans can keep it up right now, I'm pretty content as it is, but we got to finish.
Yeah, Matty Ice has been Matty Ass today.
Bumps that spike, baby.
Yeah, there it is.
Bingo.
Just putting it out there. I mean, we were talking about like for fantasy purposes and everything. He actually has negative points through the half. Just not great. I know that they've retooled that offensive line since the last time we faced them, and our old friend Dennis Kelly on the other side.
Good start for him today.
Yeah, I mean their line is doing a better job than they did last time, but Matty is letting them down. Where last time he was very serviceable and bailed them out, but so far so good. I think if we can keep the pressure up, especially with Bud Dupree out there, I think we're in pretty good shape going into the second half.
100%. Got to stop that stuff over the middle, that little dump-off stop. As we were talking about earlier, that has to be eliminated real quick and in a hurry.
Yeah, some scores from around the league right now. Bengals are up 28-14 over the Falcons. We thought that would be a different game. Blake was talking about the Falcons secondary. Bingo bongo, 24 seconds as of right now for the Falcons to try and maybe do something. I see the Bengals have the ball there. Lions, hey guys, Lions and Cowboys 6-3. Dan Campbell, don't sleep on the man coming off that bye week. Gotta love that. Around the league too, Packers 14-10 over the Commanders. I'm surprised to see that. And of course, let's see, the dumpster fire that is the Panthers are beating the Buccaneers at halftime right now. Jaguars 11-10 over the Giants. You guys probably know these scores, but a lot tighter of a day. Ravens and Browns 13-10 at the half right now. A lot tighter than we probably were anticipating just in general from around the league, with the exception of the Titans. I thought it would be closer than what it is as far as score goes. It feels like the Titans are, having a good day. It's obviously homecoming for the Oilers, former players and things like that. But I will say for me, I'm going to pull up some stat lines here as far as Ryan Tannehill, because we did talk about seeing Malik Willis come in. I like the creativity. And not a ton of time for Matty Ice or for Tannehill, it seems like that. The defense is obviously coming on right now, just not to toot my own horn, but the Titans putting up 20 20 points fantasy for their defense right now with a turnover and a touchdown as well. So if anybody else wanted to toot their horn, made the decision for myself there. But what else is sticking around for you guys as far as what's happening with the NFL today?
Oh,
Are you out on your mic? Hey, flick your microphone up there, bud. Your power on switch right here. There we go.
No, it's
He's on.
We're having technical difficulties.
Yeah.
Hey, it's the first time we've done this. So, but no, I think you kind of hit on it. We saw a lot of these games being blowouts and no brainers, but a lot of these are separated by 3 or 4 points. And I mean, gosh, that Lions game is at halftime and they're up 6-3 over the Cowboys. That would be. I know that the Cowboys keep saying that the Dallas Cowboys are the Texas Longhorns of the NFL. But they have been back. I mean, they're in the same state. They've been back more times than I can count. And here they are losing by 3 at the half to the Detroit Lions. So
every week I don't know what the return for Dak Prescott's been like. Let me pull up some box scores. Don't want to tell the score and the story of the entire game based on that, but let me pull that up here. Yeah, as far as I don't know, man. For the Lions, for me, such an unpredictable thing. I think it's hard to kind of game plan for the Cowboys, but obviously the adjustment from Connor Rush to Dak Prescott's got to be an interesting one for sure. And I know that division right now is probably going to be licking their chops at the opportunity to get a game back on the Cowboys. So probably a lot of Eagles fans, Commander fans, and of course Eagles fans, if I didn't mention them, rooting for the Lions for sure.
Especially the Giants right now. They're like, oh, maybe we get an extra leg up this week.
Maybe.
That'll be nice for them. Yeah, because I really thought Detroit might cover this game, but I did not think Dak's first game back, they'd only scored 3 points at halftime.
100%. But, I mean, got a little ring rust probably. Got to come off the bench and get some things going there. But as far as – let's go back to the Titans. What are some things that y'all want to see in the second half? Because, again, like the creativity, it seems like Todd Downing is trying. He's at least giving the effort to get the screenplay, get them, overextended as far as pursuing. But even the Malik Willis, additions, that's an interesting sign to see, hey, we got to get this guy involved. Because, Blake, we were pointing out on was it a potential reverse play that Malik was going in motion?
Right.
So it makes you wonder what they're trying to do.
It makes you wonder if they're actually going to do that or if they're just trying to get in Indianapolis's head as far as like, hey, we could do this. If they may or may not do it. But one thing I'd like to see in the second half, uncharacteristically bad red zone offense from Tennessee. Normally they finish out once they get in the red zone because if you come away with a couple more touchdowns instead of a couple of field goals, this is a 21-0 blowout right now.
Yeah.
So I need to see better performance in the red zone above all else.
For sure.
Yeah, I just to finish drives was the biggest part. Like that's kind of tough to watch because there's just little things that are going to be open. I don't know if play calling's been good at times. Henry's had some good spurts. You're just like, man, if you get one little arm tackle away, you break free. He's had a couple really nice runs. Just a little bit more continuity. I think there's got to be some strong finishes here. I look for Tennessee to probably score on their first drive again. First time they've missed on the opening drive this year, boys. Kind of weird to see. The script didn't work this week.
I will say, though, too, I know we're not used to this given the fact that Jerome Boger has been in town in Nashville recently. But, I mean, the Titans, I think, at last that I saw, and correct me if I'm wrong if you're watching with us, but one penalty for 10 yards for the Titans has been great. Cannot complain there at all. But I still want to see the Titans. And I think this is, like you were saying, Blake, as far as playing some chess over checkers, trying to keep the Colts on their toes because, again, like, as unpredictably – bad or good this division may be, I don't ever want to sleep on a team where the Jags are competing against a solid Giants team that we lost to by less than a touchdown. The Texans, we're looking at that game against the Raiders later as far as the potential implications for the division. So today I think it's a good day for the Titans as far as getting out quick, but we got to keep the gas down in my opinion.
Yeah, and I'll say this too. It's weird to see a Colts team that is trying to implement the pass more than they are the run.
Yeah.
And especially with Jonathan Taylor back. So you wonder, how ready to go he is, coming into today. So, the farther Indianapolis gets behind, if we're able to put up a couple of touchdowns, the more likely they are to have to start trying to chuck the ball up down the field. And that could really play into our hands instead of having to stop the run.
Yeah, because Taylor's had to work for every yard he's had to get today.
Yeah.
I mean, he's going to make his plays. He does look quick out there. He does look strong, but he is having to work for literally every yard. He's had to break 2 tackles every time he gets the ball. So keep making him work, and I think it's going to work out just fine for Tennessee in that aspect.
Yeah, and I think, too, just kind of looking at the day, I know Bud Dupree being back, Amani Hooker's made a good tackle or two, but the Andrew Adams pick six, which Bud Dupree was right in Matt Ryan's face. I want to shout out to Ron Davenport pulling up his kind of halftime report here of how Matt Ryan's, inconsistencies with his turnovers are costing the team, which kind of par for the course for the Colts the last couple seasons. I mean, going from Phil Rivers to Carson Wentz to now Matty Ice. Just to give that shout out there. But yeah, Bud Dupree coming off the bench. He looks quicker to me. He looks like he's freshened up, which is kind of what we all anticipated. So can't complain there. And by the way, in case you're watching with us, we are live here at Tailgate Brewery right in Chattanooga, Tennessee. If you have no plans for the second half, I know they're probably kicking off here in a little bit, but feel free to come down here. We were just talking the food, drinks, the atmosphere is wonderful. I mean, look at this. The Chattanooga Titans fans have taken over completely today.
Everybody, come on. Hey, how we feeling, Titans fans?
So, yeah, we got a big old crowd here. Good call, Blake. Got a great crowd here for the Titans. But, yeah, if you're in Chattanooga, Tennessee, make sure, if not today, stop by Tailgate Brewery. Great time. It's right here on, what is this, Chase?
Market Street.
Market
in Maine.
Can't miss it. Right next to the Chattanooga Choo Choo. So in case you're visiting in the future, please check them out. But guys, second half, it's not been our most great time as far as Titans fans this season, which has been weird. We've talked about it in depth as far as times past. Mike Vrabel has had the team prepared to come out and make those adjustments. So, yeah, we'll have to see what happens. I'm not sure if there's much more to talk about, but I think we're good here. But again, if you're in the Nuga area, come out here and hang out with us, get some drinks, pizza. I mean, fries, carne asada fries.
Buffalo chicken fries. Waffle fries. Sign me up anytime, anywhere.
Yeah, some cheese on top of that. So, guys, thanks for joining. We'll be back here probably post-game. Hopefully some positive reactions, but you never know whenever this Titans and Colts team face off. But appreciate you joining. Tighten up. And